Have you ever dealt with an entitled HOA neighbor who thinks they can control everything? Well, I did, and it got a little crazy. Imagine this: a fire hydrant, the one thing that could save an entire neighborhood from a disaster, blocked by none other than a Karen from the HOA. And me? I wasn't about to let that slide. It all started on a quiet afternoon when I noticed something odd outside my house. A huge truck, loaded with cement and construction materials, was parked right in front of the fire hydrant across the street. It wasn't an emergency. There was no sign of any work being done, just this truck, sitting there, blocking access to an essential piece of safety equipment. And when I peeked around the corner, I saw none other than the HOA Karen herself, standing proudly beside the truck, as if she had orchestrated the whole thing. At first, I thought maybe it was a mistake. After all, blocking a fire hydrant is no small matter. But when I went over to politely ask her to move the truck, she shrugged me off, saying, "We don't need it here. The hydrant's not even in use." My heart sank. The arrogance, the complete disregard for safety, it was infuriating. So, I did what anyone would do when faced with an outrageous situation like this. I took matters into my own hands. The next morning, I drove up to the property with a 5,000-gallon water tank in tow. Yep, you heard that right, 5,000 gallons. The tank was hooked up to my truck, ready to go, and I knew exactly what I was about to do. I positioned the tank directly across from the blocked hydrant, then I cranked open the valve. Water poured out like a river, spilling onto the street, right in front of her house. At first, Karen stood there, speechless. She couldn't believe her eyes. She probably thought I was just a regular neighbor who would let things slide, but I wasn't backing down this time. I said loud enough for her to hear, "Now, this hydrant is working, whether you like it or not." Within minutes, her attitude completely shifted. She went from smugly smiling to panicking as the water spread further and further. Neighbors were coming out to watch the spectacle, and I'm sure she realized she wasn't going to win this one. She ran off to move the truck, and the hydrant was free again. The moral of the story? Never underestimate the power of taking a stand, especially when safety is at stake. Sometimes, you just have to show people that they can't get away with blocking what's important. And that's how I turned the tables on a Karen and saved the day.